In March of 2020, I purchased a Lectric XP e-bike as a result of a job furlough and due to the California lockdown orders as a result of the current pandemic. I found biking to be a safe way to explore and engage in some stress relief while continuing to physically distance from other people. This is a review of the first 60 miles that I've ridden with the Lectric XP. Hopefully it influences you and whether this bike will fit into your lifestyle. Apart from removing packaging materials and ensuring that the battery is properly charged, the bike is ready to go out of the box. I did have to do a couple of adjustments prior to riding the bike, including adjusting the brakes and adjusting the height of the seat, but it's probably the simplest bike assembly I've dealt with. Although this is a folding bike, it is by no means compact. It weighs roughly 63 pounds with a 7-pound battery and looks rather imposing on recreational bike trails. The bike comes with integrated LED headlamps, tail lamps, a kickstand, a rear bicycle rack, a relatively comfortable seat, and ergonomic grips in the front. It also has a digital display showing the energy of the battery, the speed, the power assist level, and an odometer, as well as the lighting controls. The bike is motivated by a 500-watt brushless rear hub. This portion of the bike stores the 48-volt 10.4 amp-hour lithium-ion battery made by LG, and the ability to remove the battery is controlled by a set of keys, as shown. There are an on, off, and unlock positions for the keys. Assuming a fully drained battery, the battery can be recharged in 4 to 6 hours. My Lectric XP came with these Lectric XP branded side bags, and the tire configuration is a 4x20 fat tires in the front and back, as well as Tetra 160mm mechanical disc brakes, which do a good job of bringing the bike to a stop from full speed. As more of an entry-level electric bike, the Lectric XP does not have independent suspension, but the fat tires on both the front and the back do a good job of lessening the impact of uneven pavement and uneven terrain, even some moderate off-road trails. So it's a good bike in lots of different situations that you'll encounter as a recreational rider. This is the close-up of the rear gearing and the rear tire. Prior to receiving my Lectric XP bike, I had no experience with any other types of e-bikes, so this was an entirely new experience to me. If you are also in the same boat, someone who has never regularly ridden an e-bike or a similar type of assisted recreational vehicle, it's an adjustment. The instant torque is addictive and fun, but there is a learning curve, and it is something you need to respect. It's something that, if you are not paying attention, can catch you off guard. As far as cost, I purchased this e-bike for roughly $899 back in March. I don't believe that the price has changed much as of August 2020. But in terms of value, I found the value to be far greater than I initially expected, considering that I now use this e-bike to run errands that I previously used the car for. So our second vehicle primarily sits in the garage, while we can use this Lectric XP to run small errands, just running to the store. As far as using an e-bike for exercise, I've heard this bike dismissed as a lazy man's bike for someone who doesn't want to pedal, but on the contrary, I find this bike to be as much of an exercise tool as you want it to be. The bike's weight at 63 pounds plus the fat tires provide a challenge if you're not using the electric assist, and can really challenge you more than a typical road bike. When opting for the power assist, there are 5 settings on the dial. Quite honestly, I don't use the power assist level beyond level 2. I find that the throttle response, anything past level 2, is almost too much off the line. But it's good to know that the power is there if you really need it. The method of using the power assist is either using a throttle control on the right portion of the handlebar, which is controlled by your thumb and your palm, or you can also pedal the bike like it's a traditional bike, and the power assist will kick in within a second of you starting to pedal. So you have a couple of different ways of initiating the power assist. In terms of range, Lectric XP should go between 25 and 50 miles on a charge, and that's highly dependent on how much power assist you use or how little of it you use and how much you pedal yourself. I've never encountered a situation where I've drained the battery to nothing, but at the same time, the longest ride that I've done is about 20 miles to date. So I'm hoping to go on a longer trip just to test out the range of the battery at some point. Note that Lectric recommends that after 100 miles that the bike be brought into a bike shop for a tune-up to test the tolerances of the various components as well as the cabling that comes along with the bike to ensure that it's functioning properly. One more item to note is Lectric XP is not a waterproof or water-resistant bike. In fact, if you're dealing with inclement weather frequently, there are other choices in the market that probably serve your needs better in terms of a weatherproof bike. If you enjoyed this review and if I helped you in your purchase of Lectric XP or some other e-bike, I would appreciate you subscribing to my channel and liking the video. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and helping me grow my channel. Thanks for watching.